Hi, Robert Beauchamp, and today we're going to be covering some training on the imaging in regards to smile inserts from the Smile library. If you have acquired one, the library does not come with the imaging. It's really something that you have to purchase and integrate into the database. I have the Hornbrook library that I purchased, and I'm just going to be showing how you're going to be using that today. So first and foremost, we take pictures usually with a digital camera. This is the best because you want to have a full face shot, no distortion. So the digital cameras always provide the best images for this reason. And if we have a picture that we want to smile insert and show the patient what they could look like, you just click on the simulation, cosmetic simulation icon. It will open up the picture with the tools of the cosmetic simulation software. So we go to the Smile library, we'll zoom in. So there's some zoom tools here at the bottom, and we'll just choose a size of image to click and then zoom in on the area that we want to work on. I'll use my polygon tool here just to segment and search the area that I'm going to be simulating with the Smile insert. So we're just going to go on the inside here of the mouth and outline specifically the mouth, and we right mouse click when we're finished outlining the area. Then we have some basic styles here of smiles. So in the Smile library you have 15 different smiles. If you click on the basic styles, it gives you a visual of all the smiles. Out of occlusion, in occlusion, that's 1. Out of occlusion, in occlusion, 2, etc., 3, 4, 5, etc., all the way down to 15. To move through the 15, you can just click the bar here to move through all the different smiles as you're going through to see the different ones, and you can evaluate the different ones in occlusion, out of occlusion, really just looking at the shape of the anatomy and what you might feel would be the best fit for the individual's facial makeup, etc. So you can choose what you feel might be the one that looks the most anatomically relevant for the insert. So in this case, I'll just use number 1 for the sake of using number 1, which is going to be all the way at the back here. Let me go back to the front. So this is the number 1. So now that I know it's the number 1, I'll just go here, close off, and I'll choose Smile Style number 1. I'll double click, and you can see out of occlusion a very bowed smile, less of a bow, almost a flat occlusal line. So this is where you have different angulations. I'll use one that's in occlusion, and it was if I minimize here the side of the window, I can sort of see here that it is quite bowed, her arch. So I'll most likely pick the bowed arch here. So I'll double click that. It will place the smile into the area. Now with the left mouse, I can move the smile around. I could line up the center line here like that. And then I can use the right mouse and click on the picture. And this can drag and make it wider, the teeth. So the teeth will become bigger and wider. So I can kind of line up the laterals and the premolars and the canine, and then the premolars in line with, by just right mouse clicking, it will bring in a sort of a transparency element here where we can see the transparency, and we can try and line up the teeth a little bit and try to line up the midline and line up over the lateral and the canine. There we go, that looks pretty good. Now I can change also brightness and contrast, so I can bring the brightness down a little bit to make it more reflective of the lighting in the picture. I can change the contrast as well, bringing it down or bringing it up to make it more, again, in line with the contrast in the photo. I can also modify color a little bit by bringing down the yellow, bringing up the blue a little bit, making them look a little whiter, and then I would paste this in. So I can paste it in once it's ready, click on that, and then I can go back to the 100% to see what it looks like. I can then do a before and after to show them what that looks like. and now the person can see how their face will change with this different type of teeth and alignment, and how it affects their overall looks. And this is where you can print this, you can save it as, you could name it, so you can see, post cosmetic simulation. Click OK. Now it will be saved in her file. You can exit out and exit out. You can also save it here, and then when you go back here, you'll have both the before and after images and the actual image that you just saved. So you can drag this and put it in one of the slots in the status mount for the camera. It'll always be there, so the staff can go and double click and say, oh, by the way, did you think about that cosmetic simulation and doing the full set of veneers? And this is something that we can do for you whenever you're ready. And you can provide them with that printout to take home and talk to family and see if they want to move forward with the treatment. So that's a very brief overview of how you would do a smile insert if you have a smile library in the imaging software.